Streaming.
Wow, that's just weird.
And we are live.
We are live.
Keep forgetting. Bill likes to set that to automatic. Alright.
Okay, that's one. Let's see. LR Bags Anthem. That doesn't.
Guess we need to copy and paste that places.
I guess. Where the hell would I put that? Inside the sound hole. Okay then. Wow.
What?
I'm looking for pickups for a classical guitar. And the second best pickup, they say, is only like 69 bucks, but the third best costs as much as my guitar did.
Yeah, sometimes, the price doesn't reflect the quality.
Or okay, Sheller Oyster. Let's look up that. So what are we doing?
I don't know. I haven't heard whether or not people liked the last show, so I have no clue what to do for the next one. Hell, I didn't know what to do for the last one. I came up with something. Now it's your turn.
Oh, I have no ideas. That's weird. The pickup that they show me has two piezo pickups on it, and the one they're trying to sell me only have one. There's another brand here with three, but it's $109.
You can afford a pickup after you pick somebody's pocket.
Well, if someone would start buying my CDs, I might be able to afford something.
Oh, I left my soldering iron plugged in. Good thing it turns off automatically.
Good thing. Is that the pencil?
Pine Sill, yeah. I worked on some headsets earlier.
I just read an article that ARM is trying to kill its business by trying to make money on it. The 500 million they're making a year is not enough to sustain
I
the
was going to
company.
say, aren't they profitable?
Well, apparently they don't think so. They were going to sell to NVIDIA, and that got blocked by some government agencies. And then they're talking about an IPO, and it doesn't look like they're making enough money to really benefit from the IPO. And so now they're talking about higher licensing fees where they're going to license the end product, not the chip maker.
See how well that goes over.
Well, it's not going over very well so far. I think the article said something about them being bothered by the reticence of uh, oh god, I gotta find the article.
Well, it's like, you know, paying to have the seats in your car warm up each month.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's not going to happen.
So let's say Motorola makes a phone with a Qualcomm Snapdragon ARM chip. Previously, Qualcomm would have signed a deal with ARM for an ARM license, and that license would extend to anyone that buys a Qualcomm ARM chip like Motorola. Qualcomm contributes a lot to its own chip designs, but when it comes to the ARM license, it is basically an ARM reseller. ARM would now want a licensing fee from Motorola and not Qualcomm, and would ask Qualcomm to not sell chips to anyone that doesn't have a licensing agreement. The report says MediaTek, Unisoc, and Qualcomm and multiple Chinese smartphone makers, including Xiaomi and Oppo, are among the companies that have been made aware of the proposed change to pricing policy, later adding that ARM has, quote, been frustrated by customers' reluctance to accept the new arrangement, end quote. I wonder why they're reluctant to accept the new arrangement.
I guess we'll be using old ARM chips for a while, and then,
No, we're moving to RISC-V.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either.
It's headline, A Dream Scenario for RISC-V. The report quotes a former senior employee as saying, quote, ARM is going to customers and saying, we would like to get paid more money for broadly the same thing, end quote. What SoftBank is doing at the moment is testing the market value of the monopoly that ARM has. If customers decide they don't like ARM's new pricing structure, the competition is getting closer than it ever has been before. While ARM is basically a mobile monopoly and everything smaller than a laptop, RISC-V is an upstart project that promises power-efficient chips under a royalty-free open-source license. While ARM has an incredible amount of ecosystem support with device designs, a large user base, and a million developer tools, ARM's continual drama is making the switch to RISC-V look more worth the effort with each passing day. Duh! That's by Ron Amadeo at Ars Technica.
Yeah. Watch, they start putting full size, you know, like PC processors into phones. That would be hilarious. When your phone has an i5 in it,
Yeah.
or a Ryzen 7.
Well, the thing is, those things are just too power hungry for a phone.
Well, they made the M series of Intel processors. Were those ARM? No, those weren't ARM. Those were x86.
And they didn't sell well because they were too power hungry for a
No,
phone.
they were less power hungry than your regular Intels, but
Well, yeah, but more than an ARM.
when are you not near a charger? That's all I'm gonna say there.
Anytime you go on a trip and
In
you
a
don't have a
car,
USB in your car, most cars don't have USB unless
that
you have a newer one.
that most gas stations have adapters that you can purchase for like a couple of dollars.
My Mazda 2 apparently has a broken fuse or missing wiring or something because neither the cigarette lighter nor the USB
That's an
port work.
outlier. That's like a one in a million frickin' vehicles doesn't have
Your
an
question
accessory.
was, when are you too far away from a charger? And I am
You know
you.
what? You know what? You know what? It has a battery. It has an alternator. You can hook something up.
You can hook something up.
Fuses cost like a nickel.
I'm not sure I've even identified which fuse it is, but okay. Anyhow,
What I'm saying is where there's a will, there's a way.
I am not Will.
But there is a remote line that comes off the back of the radio in the vehicle, which would be 12 volts full time.
And my radio doesn't work for shit either.
But it would still have a remote line, and that remote line would still be 12 volts. Which is the same as your accessory line. As is the power line that comes into the clock and the stereo, but those aren't full time. Those are only after the ignition's turned.
Hmm.
Always fun trying to wire stuff into a car and make it not go boom. Don't get me wrong, sometimes boom is fun too.
Hmm. That one's $134 and would require me drilling a hole in my guitar.
That doesn't sound like fun.
There's an off-brand that's only $50, but would still require me to drill a hole in my guitar.
Doesn't sound that fun either. So you need a
Well,
new.
a lot of pickups that are retrofitted to guitars, they literally drill into the underside of the bridge.
Right, right. You're turning an acoustic into an acoustic electric at that point. So that's what I was asking. Are you turning an acoustic into an acoustic electric?
I am putting a pickup on an acoustic, which
Okay.
could be said to be the same thing, but shouldn't be because I'm not trying to make it sound like an electric. However, the hole I would have to drill would be in the side body, like where the pickup plugs in, where the cord plugs in.
Well, because if you're not going to put a regular, pickup on it and drill into it to put the pickup on it, then you might as well just hold a microphone up in front of it.
Well, that is true. Ah, well, I'd have to get a adapter. But my old mic is USB, and I need a 1/4 inch plug for my sound box. And I'm not sure having two mics that close together is a good idea.
I have XLR mics. They're not good ones, but I have some if you want one.
Hmm. Incidentally, I do finally have a box with some items I'm sending to you in it. However, I have not found padding for it.
I'm in absolutely no rush, Moss. I am so broke right now I can't afford parts.
Hmm. Well, the Echo does not need parts, and I do not know for sure what's wrong with the trackball.
Oh, what's it doing?
I don't remember. I haven't
Okay.
used it for so long, but it was not working well enough that we bought new ones.
I found my wired one.
Hmm. We probably could find one of my. I might have gotten rid of it. I tend to when I get too much stuff, I sort of pile it all in a box and take it to the thrift store.
Well, those wired ones for a while were like selling. If you had one that worked perfectly or one that was in
Mm-hmm.
a box, you could sell them for like $200-300.
And the buttons were a lot better than
Yeah,
the.
I mean those were still the what wore out first on those usually, unless you were a big fan of plugging and unplugging. But
Sorry.
those those mice lasted a really long time, and I got used to the whole having a battery and having it be wireless thing, but for a long time I just preferred to have it wired, and then you just couldn't
Yeah,
get those wired ones anymore.
yeah. The model was BB-Y, if I remember right. Boy, how am I remembering that? That's been a long time.
No, it wasn't the BB-Y. I think you're thinking of the original wireless one that had the little sensor that you could set that was wired.
Mm.
I think that was the BBY. I don't know. I'd have to look. Now you're gonna make me look this crap up.
T-BB18 Logitech Classic USB TrackMan.
Logitech Trackman Wheel Optical, $240 from Amazon. Oh, come on,
I
come
would look at
on.
eBay for that.
Yeah, no, this is the price that I was expecting, but I'm also trying
Mm-hmm.
to look at the model number. 5NIMJ.
Well, here's a T-BB18 for $27.99 on eBay. Tested and working.
M501. For how much was it?
$27.99.
Damn.
Let me give you the ultra long link. In general, here, boy. Sooner or later, you'll use general. There you go.
TCH11. Yeah, okay, it is a BB18.
$27.99 tested and working. They have another one for $33.88, another for $34.95 plus shipping. Here's one for $29.99 plus $6.45 shipping.
Thirty-three
That's the
eighty-eight.
cheapest one. Ooh, there's an orange one for $30.99.
Oh, where did you post it?
General.
I'm looking.
Get a load of this baby. What happened? I posted it in general and it didn't go there. Now this one did. Well, there's the gold one. Oh yeah, it's there. I love these short.
I think that's just a lighting thing. The orange looking on that.
Nope, it's not. You got a couple of pictures of it. It's actually a gold colored. You can see
What you guys looking at?
we're looking at Logitech wired trackballs. Hi, Bill.
What was that? Yeah, that hi. I was thinking, Joe, what's that I've got these expensive and I'm not going to buy another one of these.
Oh,
What
the
I got the
Microsoft
MX
MX
Ergo.
Ergo. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the alternative you were saying a while back? It was
Sanwa or no, the Jellycomb. I like the Jellycomb.
the Jellycomb.
And I don't
But
like Jellycomb, but I have one.
but
The
they don't
ball is really sloppy on mine.
they don't actually sell Jellycomb, that particular Jellycomb anymore.
Oh,
But if you search for it, you find ones that look just like it and look to have all the same features and everything.
well,
But
I have a few 570s and a 575, and I love the 575.
but if you're just looking for a lower cost trackball than the MX Ergo, just get the M570. From Logitech.
My son's got one of those.
You can frequently find the M575 for cheaper than the M570, even though it's a newer and better product.
Yeah, the M575. Oh my gosh. When you can find them, you can usually find them cheaper.
Look at all the trackers on that link.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
But look at that gold trackball at the end of the link.
Let's see what we got here. Ooh, it looks like yeah,
You can
it's
just
got a wire too.
see those grooves that were worn into it.
TrackMan
Lord
wheel.
have you actually wore those into that?
Yeah.
What? Wait a minute, I'm missing something.
What's the matter?
Oh no, those grooves come with it, man.
No, they don't.
Yes,
I wore them in.
No, you didn't.
Lies. So
and
I
your
announced
feet
on.
stink too.
I went ahead and announced on OTC that we need hosts on mintCast. So.
Oh, we asked and we haven't been
And
getting
ready
responses.
We need video editors too.
If I could get.
Excuse me a second, guys.
Someone just came in the room, Joe.
Somebody far more important than you and I.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my 545 or whatever it is. Yeah. Inside the work. Get down off of there. Everything was on top of it. Bill, you don't hear my fan going, do you?
No. You using
All right.
your Q2U?
Yeah. And the fan is maybe that far from the front of the microphone, but it's behind it.
No, I don't hear it.
Okay. Well, this is my 575.
Yeah, my son's got one of those.
And I like it better than the 570. It's a little bit flatter, which is better for my big hand.
You can connect that to two devices, two separate devices, can't you?
Well, in theory, you can connect any Logitech wireless trackball to as many devices as you want. You just have to know how to program the dongle.
No, the dongle is super easy. The application is called Solaire on Linux,
I was
but
playing with that earlier.
but that's still just one device at a time. So the only of the ergos where you can like switch to Bluetooth, or the only of the Logitechs where you can switch to Bluetooth is the ergo, which is one of the reasons that I like the jelly comb.
I got Bluetooth on this.
Right, but you can't switch to one or the other.
Either the USB or the. Does the 575 have USB and?
Yes.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Little button right there.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah,
so it will do both. That'll do two devices.
Yeah, the Ergo's got the button on top.
Oh yeah, makes it super easy to switch.
And mine is genuinely worn out.
USB.
Love mine.
The cool thing about the Ergo also
Blue light
is
for Bluetooth.
on this little thing here. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't think that would be a big deal, but I love it because you can actually you got your hand a little bit more.
Let me see that. What's that one?
This is the MX Ergo. It's just got a stand on it that comes with it.
Oh.
He's not using the base stand, so like mine now looks just like his.
Yeah.
Well, wait, where'd you get that?
Came in the box.
Well, we don't have respawn yet. Is anyone watching the stream?
I was. Yeah. Well, we've had one view. Nobody's talking. Nobody loves us.
Nobody's talking at me. That would be a short-lived hit for Nilsson.
No,
No?
there's nothing in this box.
It just looks like that. It's just a little sloped piece of plastic.
I didn't get it. I got 2 of these.
2 of the ergos?
Yeah,
And neither one of them came with it?
I don't think so.
Mine came with one.
Did you just have a box like this?
I don't remember shit.
Because it doesn't even show on the box anything like that.
Still, I
What?
do love that gold BB.
I've been looking for the link with the gold ball.
This is gold. The body is gold. The ball is red, and it's got a brown cable.
Is that last link that you put in?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And it's $30.99. Free shipping.
Well, that's bullshit.
And he's got 3 of them left. 7 sold.
Well, it's just the ball?
No. He's saying he likes the color on it, and I'm saying it's just the lighting
It's not just the lighting. There are several pictures from different angles.
with the same lighting that's shit. It's a fluorescent overhead light that's a crappy yellow.
Then why does it have a brown cord?
It doesn't have a brown cord because it's ancient. It's almost your age.
No.
You're starting to remind me of my father now. He's just as stubborn when he's wrong.
Never as stubborn as when he's wrong. Well, that was a disappointment. Probably wouldn't have used it, but
I can't imagine having lighting so weird that it would make it look gold when it's not.
Bill, take a look at that link and let Moss know that he's wrong.
let's see. The big long link.
Yeah.
The second big long link.
Oh, the second big one. Okay, yeah. eBay. My pie hole is blocking the trackers.
Get the trackers out of your pie hole, son.
Well, I'm gonna have to see if I can run this without the trackers. Hold on. Wow, that is a long. I've been holding down the backspace button. Still holding it down. Still holding it down. Still holding it down. These people need to go to jail. There we go. Oh, wow. It just dynamically pops up when you've deleted enough trackers. All right. So I'm zoomed in. The ball looks red. The handle looks kind of, the body of it looks gold.
And what I'm saying is that's an issue of lighting as opposed
that's a
to
lighting thing.
Yeah, it actually being gold.
Well, I'm not buying it anyhow, so there.
Yeah, somebody's got some shit lighting. Because it does kind of make it look
shiny,
a little bit different, but I mean, you could see the Logitech thing. $30.99. That's a pretty good price.
All right, so you're not going to be on the next show, right?
No.
But you're going to help us pick a topic.
Okay.
So I'm not pulling crap out of my butthole the day before.
FFmpeg came out smelling pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were talking about the Docker thing, and I wish I would have been there to expound upon that because I had some opinions. But now, as of yesterday, Docker has released a blog post completely backpedaling the whole thing.
Bill, that MX Ergo on Amazon, they don't show a base, but it says a unique adjustable hinge allows you to adjust the angle.
Yeah, that hinge is nothing more than a line, a little divot in the metal that the thing sits on, and then it's got magnets on both sides.
You mean
Well, you can
this
have it
piece,
at,
right?
Yeah.
you can have it at a 0 angle or a 20-degree angle.
And then this piece slides into this piece, and then.
Yeah, that bottom one I don't have. I think you made that in a 3D printer. And
Nope. I would tell you if I did, because that would be awesome.
yeah, you
he'd be
probably would,
bragging
wouldn't
like
you?
crazy, yeah.
He would, yeah.
Because I make them for my other ones, for the M570s and the Jellycomb.
I think if I was using like a wrist, I would want that if I was using one of those wrist rest things. But yeah, Docker has completely backpedaled on that decision to uh, remove
Wow,
the free.
they want $81.95 for an MX Ergo on Amazon.
They're not cheap.
That's actually cheaper than what I paid.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't pay
Mine
that
was
much.
like $119 or something like that. I won't buy another one. That was
Okay,
just, I mean, it's a nice mouse, but it ain't worth $119.
here's one for $82.94 on Amazon with the base. It's renewed, but this one comes with the base. At least that's what it's
Well,
showing.
right now you can get an Ergo M575 for $39.20 on Amazon, or excellent condition refurbished for $35.95.
I got this one at my favorite price.
Free?
Free.
Still waiting on Norbert to upload the FLAC.
Again?
They were both a half an hour late.
Leo was half an hour late.
Yeah.
You need to move up the show time by a half an hour.
Well,
But don't
wanted
tell
to
them.
I wanted to start at 1:30. That way I could have time to retool over for this. But it's tough, you know.
Well, it's Norbert, but I don't know about Leo.
Norbert actually beat Leo.
Not too hard, I hope.
but
You can't get away with beating them Mexicans.
we're live streaming, right?
We are definitely live streaming.
Well, shit.
No, here is I'm gonna send you this link to this mouse, and this is the Jellycomb knockoff. I have no idea if it's any good or not, but it looks just like the Jellycomb that I have.
Don't see that there is a link. Okay.
The K Quad.
KQUOD.
The K Quad.
Well, you can hook up 3 devices to this
Yep.
bad boy.
2 Bluetooth and 1 USB.
At
That
the same
would be
time? Wow.
That would be perfect because I needed one that
Yeah, it looks like
I needed one that I could connect to both of my laptops without pulling the little dongle out.
What happened to Jellycomb, Joe?
Oh, Jellycomb is still around. I just don't think they're making that particular model of mouse anymore.
How's that spelled?
Jellycomb?
Jellycomb.
Jellycomb.
Yeah. Huh. Well, I looked up Jellycomb trackball and it got VSSO Plore wireless trackball. It looks just
Yeah,
like
they
it.
they look just like it, but they're not the Jellycomb.
And then then there's wireless trackball mouse. It doesn't even have a brand on it. It looks, well, it doesn't have the rim around the ball. And that says USB. No Bluetooth or USB.
Actually,
Man, that looks like a monster.
yeah, I'm not seeing much that's specifically Jellycomb branded anymore, so maybe they did go away.
Maybe. Well, like I said, the ball action on mine is so sloppy, it's not fun to use.
You gotta hate it when your balls get sloppy.
Bill, Joe, we are live streaming, remember?
What? I didn't say anything
so we
bad.
can be racist. We can't talk about our balls.
Absolutely. Racist is one thing, sexist is another.
Well, no, it's not sexist.
That proto-arc looks like a beast.
Actually, maybe Jellycomb did go out of business because I am not seeing anything
It's not
specifically
even
Jellycomb
listed
branded.
as an option. Yeah. This wireless trackball mouse, it looks like it's made
Oh no,
by
they're still around.
Nubula.
Jellycomb is still around. Maybe they're just not on
Amazon.
anymore.
You can get these Nubula $32.99, and they come in like 6 colors.
Take a look at that proto-arc. That's a monster.
Did you drop a link to the Proto Arc?
I did not, because you keep making fun of all the trackers on it. Here we go. Proto-arc.
That does look good, and that looks like it'll do 3 DPI, 3 device, which means USB and 2 Bluetooth.
Well, that one worked.
That one actually looks really good. That one looks a lot more like the MX Ergo.
And it's got the
The angle,
on it.
yeah.
And it's only $60.
Yeah. Instead of,
And it's 3
120.
devices?
Yeah, it will connect to 3 devices.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, and the Ergo only does 2.
And it comes in white too. That white one's pretty tough looking.
Yeah.
Lights up around the ball.
black one's a monster, but yeah, they both light up around the ball, same color even.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
looks
Yeah.
different in white. With gray
That
buttons.
actually, that looks like a knockoff of the Ergo.
It does look like a knockoff of the Ergo.
Yeah, I mean it's shaped exactly identical.
I have to wonder if the base works with it.
Well, it comes with a base.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the add-on base. That adds more angle and weight.
Rechargeable Type-C.
Ooh, they got keyboards too. Proto Arc.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. Scroll down to the bottom and it shows, make it a bundle, and then it's got these wacky looking keyboards that they make. They got a mechanical.
Oh, and a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, I got a mechanical. You got my attention.
Mm-hmm. What
Scroll
kind
all
of
the way down.
keys does it have? Oh, it's got the low profile keys. Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. They're low profile.
Me, no.
What I want to know is what type of keys.
Tactile.
Are they MX Cherry? Are they mech membrane?
Look, I scrolled all the way to the bottom and I don't see anything.
That's because your eyes were closed.
Nope, that was not the case.
Mechanical keyboard
macro.
macro.
Inspiration from this brand, Proto Arc. I see a folding keyboard.
It just says tactile.
I'm looking with red shaft, low profile keys for comfortable typing experience with 2 so red shaft. Okay, so they're equivalent of MX Cherry reds, which makes them silent but tactile.
Well, their Ergo keyboard doesn't look very good compared to the ones I've got. The keys don't look high enough.
Equipped with smooth, fluid, linear, low-profile keys. Mech K300 mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, I see that one too.
I
But after
want. I don't want quiet keys. Why does anybody want quiet keys?
I don't either. I like the. I think.
rechargeable folding keyboard is also kind of cute.
Oh God, I can't use those.
I can in emergencies.
Is it tactile though? Is it those mechanical keyboard? Because some of
That's what
them.
they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
But
it is, isn't it? Oh, it's not like a sheet thing. It's mechanically foldable, so
Yeah,
it's still somewhat mechanical, but
yeah.
it looks
Still,
kind
I
of.
would be more for the ergo, and the keys don't look high enough.
Which one? The one on the butterfly looking thing?
No, yeah, well, the advanced ergo, those keys look funky. They're real flat. I
Oh,
like keys that stick up, you know.
the
My
chiclet
father,
style.
this
yeah,
isn't even chiclet. It's like
yeah, it's really funky
it's
keys. I think.
divoted kind of.
I'm
And
looking. Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
function keys on the top are actually opposite divot, like puffed up.
Well, I'm getting one of these. Let's see.
One
Copy.
of the Mises.
Yeah, here. And I will take all of your negative comments now.
You'll be sorry.
Man, look at all those trackers. Oh,
No, that one
Look at all the lovely trackers.
I'm giving.
167. You already purchased DOS keyboard?
I've got it in the cart, and I'm trying to
Hold
talk
on.
myself out of it.
Hold on. Look up the RK100.
The Royal Kludge.
Yep.
Wow, that looks like. That
It
reminds me
looks
of.
like that right there.
This one's got orange and
Oh,
beige.
oh, oh. The you can change the colors. Hold on. I gotta do this backwards. So, see?
I don't know. You're not. Yeah, I'm looking at the one that's got orange buttons and brown,
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
it looks like a cash register from the '80s.
Well, here's
Let's
the
see.
black one.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm looking at the RGB one.
Well, they all should have the color change. Backlight.
See, the thing I want to get away from is the macros on the keys because they don't work for shit on Linux. And I hate having to hack it into existence. And if it doesn't work, it shouldn't be there.
Well, this doesn't have any of
Right.
its own. Well, the only
It's
I
got
have had to load up Windows and download Royal Kludge's software, and I redo the firmware on the keyboard at least one time. But that could happen, basically with any freaking keyboard.
I kind of like the styling that a lot of these modern keyboards have, where it's just the keys and there's no useless bullshit on the edge, that just takes up space and doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. Because
Yeah.
This is the keyboard I am currently using, and I do not recommend it. It looks exactly like the Fellows Ergo, but it has really cheap keys on it. And I need to take my Fellows apart and fix the sticking keys.
Well, I've got this stupid Logitech Wave, and this is a big freaking convoluted piece of crap. But it's got the reason I went with it is because it's got the hand rest built right into it.
Yeah, that doesn't really look like an ergonomic keyboard. It just makes it look like they wanted to make one look like an ergonomic
If
keyboard.
you look at it this way, there's like a curve
Well, yeah, but the keys aren't separated for
No,
your
they're
hands.
not really. But they're kind of curved to where you can still kind of hit it from an angle,
This
somewhat,
is the
not
Parrot,
nearly that much. No.
and this looks exactly like the Fellows, except the Fellows has better keys.
But see, I don't know how important, because I've learned how to type on a regular keyboard, and
Well,
it
I
doesn't,
am I am an 80 to 100 word per minute typist, and it hurts my
because
hands to type on a regular keyboard.
this one doesn't bother me. So, and this is a
Mm.
$12 Logitech that's just for the servers.
Oh, I think Dale's changed his mind about buying my ThinkPads. He was going to buy my T430, and now he wants my T560.
The nerve of him.
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the damn T430. Nobody seems to want it. The prices on eBay are $100 or less for T430s. It's got an i5 in it. It's not a bad machine at all. It just is smaller than what I need to use. All these people getting their 13-inch machines, they do not have old people eyes. You need a big screen.
Huh? What?
I would love to have one of those, but I couldn't use it. It's too small. That's the kind of thing that 10 years ago I would have been drooling over. Although the price is a little bit out of my range.
It was sub $200 for me because yeah, I bought it
Yeah,
broken
well,
and fixed it.
you bought it broken and fixed it. That is not one of my skill sets.
You can replace the battery, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how to test it to see if it's the battery.
You would when the entire thing is frickin' bloated. Like there's a big mound where the keyboard's supposed to be.
Well,
It wasn't a difficult diagnosis.
I don't think. Trying to think whether my T560. No, my T560 does not fit on the. I here. The T540 and the T430 both fit my um, Lenovo dock, and the T560 does not.
What all does that dock have on it?
This is the Ultra. We've got 3 USB super speeds, 2 USB 2s, and another yellow one. I'm guessing that's a USB charging port. It's got an HDMI and two whatever they call their ports. And then there's the power port, and then it's also I know you can't really see in the lighting, but it's got lots of good ports on it.
Yeah, it's got what, 4 or 5 USB 3s?
It's got 3 USB 3s and two USB 2s. And then there's this yellow one on the end. I don't know what that is.
Yellow?
Let me kick a light on here.
You sure it's not red?
It's yellow.
What is yellow
It's a USB, but it's
just
It
charging?
might be a
No,
power port.
yeah, it's full-time power.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
getting
Oh,
lighting
it stays on when the computer's off.
Oh, that might be.
Yeah.
Always on, but it's probably USB 2 if it's always on. So there's USB 2, USB 2, USB 2, USB 3, USB 3, USB 3, Ethernet. That's their charging plug-in.
Was that the docking station?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got what the hell do they call their video thing?
DVI?
Firewire or
They've got HDM here, but they've got two of their
display port?
Display port, there it is.
Yeah.
There's two DPs and an HDMI. There's also whatever this silly
DVI?
port is, and a serial port.
Oh, it's got a DVI.
Got a DVI and a serial.
Some of my first flat screens used DVI.
And this will fit any ThinkPad, I think, from 2012 through 2015.
Actually, I was looking for one of my DVI adapters today couldn't fucking find them, and I have so many. I just have no idea where they are.
Well, I
400 and 500 series.
bought a kit for hooking a VCR up to my computer. So how's that for high tech?
This doesn't surprise me.
I got a couple of VHS tapes that
He's got his VHS collection. He keeps a trailer from work, like a 30-foot long trailer, and it's just full of all of his old VHSs, and there's like a walkway down the middle.
I don't have a lot of movies anymore, but I've got a few, like my high school graduation and then my boot camp graduation is on VHS, and that's obviously something you don't want to let, because there's that high school graduation video's got no fewer than about 9 people who are no longer with us on it, and the sound of their voice. So that's you can't even put a dollar value on that. So, and I've had other friends that have been wanting VHS tapes digitized.
Tell him
Didn't
it'll
want to
cost
send them
him.
off. Oh, it's gonna cost them. You
So
bet.
do we have a topic yet?
Well, so if it's just gonna be the two of you, I mean, do you want to expound upon the whole needing hosts thing and try to talk about, try to coax people into doing that?
Well, if we talked about how much is in it, we'd probably chase more people away.
We'll talk about how
much fun it is.
It's my sister's birthday.
You know, what got you excited about getting into it, and then maybe like the low barrier to entry, because some people probably think that you need really high end hardware and you really don't.
You need a decent microphone, and if you need one, I can sell you my old CAD USB.
Yeah, I mean, this Q2U is, you can hook it up USB, and that's fine. That's good enough.
It's a little more money than what I could have afforded when I got in.
Well, I think there's an Audio Technica out there that's like $40 some.
Well, yeah, but my CAD USB was $18 some.
Oh, and that was a perfectly good microphone, I would argue. I never had a problem with the way you sounded, as long as you had the right microphone.
The Samsung Meteor is pretty cheap. You can pick up blues that are used. Snowballs.
I started with a blue, and it does not work. Just too much.
I had a snowball as well, but yeah, you have to have a quiet room for that to work.
But maybe
even when the room was quiet, you were hearing the walls.
You know, make it a telethon for drumming up enthusiasm. There has to be more people like me out there that were just tickled to death.
Considering how many listeners we have, yeah.
You know, come on. I was, when when Joe sent me that email telling me to go join Discord, you know, and then when he said be on the next episode, my God.
I mean, look at what an idiot I am, and you guys still let me on the show.
We let Norbert on.
Well, Norbert's not an idiot. Norbert just can't talk.
I never had a problem with that, and I still don't.
I didn't have
liability.
Yeah, I didn't have an issue with the repeating himself. That was perfectly fine. It's
as long as he was doing the audio editing, I was fine with it.
Well, as long as the audio editing actually got done.
Yeah, but we're streaming again.
Oh, we're still.
I don't want to. Obviously, I don't want to piss him off because I'm still.
He's on your other show.
Yeah.
He was late for that show. It's his fault.
We're getting back to the fact that he beat Leo.
He did, though. Leo completely forgot about me. No, I mean, it is a bit of a, you know, It is a bit of a time thing, you know, that you got to be dedicated, and you got to be there is some commitment involved, you know. But
Well, it also depends on the size of your show too. I mean, yes, we have a lot of complications with mintCast. We make it complicated, but we make it complicated because we have a bunch of people that
Fan
we
is
have to
keeping warm.
coordinate all together.
the hell is that?
That's a
That's my
USB fan.
It's both regular USB and micro USB.
Every time I think I've seen it all, somebody like Moss comes up with something like that.
I think it was at a dollar store.
Is it put out like a decent amount of air?
It's makes it possible for me to sit in this hot room.
Wow, sweet.
And I'm glad to hear that my microphone doesn't pick it up because I might need it until my landlord gets around to actually fixing our air conditioner. We've got a heat pump, and it hasn't been serviced since he installed it 6 years ago.
My air conditioning in my truck is not working, and it needs a custom-made line, and I've been miserable. You'd be
I guess you best get to custom making.
well, we ordered it. They got to make it at Kenworth, and it's taken like 10 days.
For you.
Can you do? I don't know what kind of metal that is. It's the real tactile type metal. Is it safe to close Audacity? I'm always like, it freaks me out to close Audacity after a show. Did I export? Did I save?
By the way, we did distro hoppers on Wednesday, and I found that my mute button wasn't working.
Distro hoppers. Yeah, let's. While I got you right here.
Wait. Let me finish, please.
Go ahead.
I tried to set up the mic mute button on the air, and it locked up both both the keyboard settings and Audacity, and I had to literally we had to do 2 separate files to get distro hoppers done.
Huh.
I think I have it now. Let me check it. Is this?
Yes, we can still hear you say hello. Yes.
You could?
No.
Please be nice. No, it is working. Okay.
Is it though?
Well, I don't know if it's working for Audacity, but that's beside the point.
So I just did a search for Distro Hoppers Digest.
Yeah.
And the last episode is February 13th. Oh, no, wait, here's another one. Yeah, that's also February 13th.
Well, the last episode is episode 40, and we just recorded 41. And it should be out a day or later.
So you guys have...
Dale was on the road a long time.
That's right. You guys only do that once a month, don't you? Okay.
Well, theoretically once a month. It's usually more like every 5 weeks.
Why is it showing up twice?
Because one episode went up to archive without a number on it, and then Tony fixed it, and archive decided that they were different episodes. Archive having serious problems right now. They just had a court ruling go against them.
Did you see what happened to Linus Tech Tips the other day?
Yeah. Linus even wrote about it, but it came out on Chris Titus Tech first. But it wasn't anything they could have done anything about except more training.
Yeah.
So your URL is a feed burner. Is that the one you're using?
Nope, we're using Red Circle now.
Oh, okay. So that's why there's 2 of them. Let's have a look.
Google is phasing out feed.
Yep, there it is. Feeds.redcircle.com and then a hash. Okay. Well, but are you...
Dale was out on the road and his truck broke down for several days, and he had to actually pay for a hotel room. And they are going to reimburse him for it, they said.
Eventually, one day.
they had to get him a whole different truck, and then he had to do more driving to catch up on his money. And so we were real late this month. It was supposed to be early March, and it wound up being mid-March.
So are you using Red Circle to actually host the files as well, or just
Nope, we're
generate?
still using Google.
No, I mean to host the files.
Oh, hosting the
themselves.
files is an archive.
Okay, so you're just using Red Circle to generate the RSS feed.
I don't even know. I'm talking out
Oh.
of my ass here. Talk to
Okay.
Dale about that. Dale and Tony know
That's
about
not a
that.
very efficient way to talk.
Well, I know, but sometimes I can get some funny sounds out.
Hotel rooms. I carry a credit card that. You know,
Yeah,
is a
well,
whole
your
lot
company
of my
likes
money.
you.
Yeah, I think they're desperate.
Desperate for
That
you
money
not
is-
to quit and realize that you can make more money doing just about anything else.
Yeah, and
Well,
I
Dale
well,
works
I don't
for-
know, but I would charge them 12 hours a day also because I'm paid by the hour.
Dale works for some company out of Mountain City, Tennessee, which is really hard to get a truck to, let me tell you.
I could get him a job where I work, hollering out the window as we drive by. We need guys so bad. Everybody does.
He's worked for these guys for a while, and he likes working for them. They are an overtly Christian company with Bible verses on their trailers.
Oh my.
So I wouldn't be having fun working for them, but I'm not Dale.
Oh, come on. You could go in and troll them every day. Ask them how they like their polyester.
That's not fun. Yeah.
I've got a couple of friends I enjoy trolling.
The Bible tells me everything I need to know. Okay, how do you rebuild your engine?
Offer them shellfish every day. Here you go.
It doesn't tell you everything you need. I don't want to get on that.
Stoned any children today? Killed all the firstborn of Egypt this week?
Well, the fun thing is that if you've been looking at Holy Kool-Aid's videos, he proves that the Hebrews never were in Egypt. In fact, during that time period, Egypt owned Canaan.
We should probably move on. I think there's still some Linux users that are into it, shall we say.
He's got a long series, Nothing Fails Like Bible History.
Oh, we had -1 listeners. How did we get -1 listeners?
I count negatively, I guess.
No, I'm looking at the statistics right now, and it said we had -1 listeners. We had 0 listeners and then -1 listeners.
I guess the person who wasn't there went away.
Oh, and Neelam Parasar says, it's me, Madur, from the Discord server. Please, sorry, it's my mom's account. Didn't expect Moss to be an old man. Read the chat. Good day. Too much negativity. We're not negative. We're awesome.
What?
I had expect me to be an old man either.
Why are you so negative, bro?
No. When I first started listening to mintCast and I was hearing Moss's voice, the picture I had in my head is almost 100% accurate. Actually, the beard needs to be a little longer, but you know, we've been down that road before.
My wife doesn't like it.
How was your mental image of me?
The beard
older.
was a little bit shorter.
Oh, you thought I was older?
I thought you were older. Because
I am older. It's just I'm devastatingly handsome.
But the picture I had, the one that I was the most off with was Leo, because I was picturing. I should shut up.
We're all giving it to Leo today.
I was picturing one of them wiry little dudes that wears his hat backwards all the time, you know, with a cleanly shaved face.
No, that's still accurate.
I mean, he was completely not what. Because I didn't even know.
We're so negative. I didn't know we were being negative.
No, we're just whenever you say something people don't agree with, you're being negative. I guess. Where was you reading that at?
I'm assuming that
in the chat
in India, and we haven't said anything about Indian
YouTube.
politics.
The YouTube chat.
Bill.
What now? Indian politics?
I'm assuming Madhura is in India, and we haven't said anything about Indian politics yet.
I don't know anything about Indian politics.
I do.
Is it anywhere near as stupid as American politics?
Yes.
Some of it's
We
worse.
President Modi is not much different from President Trump.
And British politics right now is a little janky as well.
Modi puts off this really cool, calm exterior, and he has pushed more religious intolerance laws than anyone in the history of India.
Whenever you talk to anybody in UK right now, ask them how the cabbage is doing.
We kind of went off the rails on OTC talking about the Senate or whatever, the committee hearings for TikTok, because I got on Facebook and
I can't watch committee hearings right now. It's just too cringe.
I caught bits and pieces. I kind of knew what was going to happen, and I was right. The questions they were asking the CEO were just ridiculous
Stupid
questions. I mean, just people who don't know anything about technology should not be making decisions for the rest of us, because they were asking questions like, can you guarantee me beyond shadow of a doubt that this software cannot access my wireless credentials? And I thought to myself, if any app can access your wireless credentials, that is a shortcoming of the operating system.
The question was, can this application access my router at home if I'm using it at home? Will it access my router? Well, yeah, it's got to access your router in order to get out to the rest of the internet. That guy trying to answer those questions, and it's like,
he had to know, though.
Well,
he had to know. He had to know how stupid it was.
Can this log the keys that you're typing? It's like,
only if you've got a keylogger.
Well, you
and on your
type
phone, you're typing keys.
You type things in and you search. It records that.
It's not. It doesn't have its own keyboard. It's going to keep track of the things that you type into it. Yeah.
The biggest problem in American politics right now is the Republicans keep getting humiliated, and they're too dumb to even notice. Well, they don't care they're being humiliated because they don't know it.
I'm going to post tutorials on how to get around whatever, and it depends on how they implement whatever way they do to block it.
VPN,
you won't have any creators, but
VPN to Norbert's house, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or
literally anywhere else in the world.
Orban is as bad as anyone else.
I was thinking about setting up a Linode over in China, though, and then setting up a VPN and then just
that's horrible. That's horrible.
I want them to come for me. I really do. I want them to come for me, and then I'm going to document it. And I'm going to, I might make a whole nother podcast. No, what am I saying? I'm already in over my head.
You're already doing 3.
Yeah. I went into Plex to try and figure out what to do, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm going to have to pretty much get you on the line to
What's wrong?
say, well, I'm getting into his Plex server through Plex. And he gave me a link to get into his Plex server rather than going through Plex. And I can't figure out where to put that link. I'm stupid.
Browser?
I'm in the browser.
In the browser.
I'm in a browser. I'm in Plex. And where do I put it? I don't know.
You don't put it into Plex. You put it into a browser.
And then you go to Plex. Now you can log in just like it was the app. Jellyfin works that way too.
Well, whatever you told me about Jellyfin works, because I'm in your Jellyfin.
Basically the same logic. That link he gave you for Plex gets you to Plex, and then just log in with your credentials, with your account.
I'll try it.
Jellyfin's got you don't have to enter the username, though. You can just click on your username and then enter the password.
You've added users, Bill.
Yes.
Yes. I used to be like in the middle of a row of 3 of the second row, and now I'm in the middle of a row of 5 on the second row.
Well, I've got Yellowstone on there, and you can only get the last two seasons of Yellowstone, and the wife put seasons 1, 2, and 3 on Jellyfin, so that's why two of my friends have got accounts on there. Nobody uses it a heck of a lot.
I did point out that IT Crowd is missing all but one episode in season 5.
That's because that's all there is in season
Then why
5.
is it labeled episode 5?
I don't know. But see, they don't. Let me look
But
on.
apparently we're done watching IT Crowd, damn it.
I can't. You know, the IT Crowd has an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I just ought to tell you everything you need to know about the kind of people that rate shows on IMDb. I can't believe that. That's like Shawshank Redemption level of
I
rating.
didn't like them changing the CEO. I liked the old CEO better. He was more Monty Python-esque.
Hell yeah, with his greasy hair, and he must have had something better to do.
Dived out the window, man.
Did you ever watch what was it, Silicon Valley?
Silicon Valley. Yes, I did.
Silicon.
See, season 5, they're not even
Silicon Island.
They're not even giving that episode a number. They're just calling it season 5, and then. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with. The internet is coming. In the series finale.
I love how they convinced Jen that little box was the internet.
So that guy's name is Moss. Is that any reason why?
It's actually Morris Moss.
Oh, is that why we're a big fan?
No.
Was you named after him?
No, he was named after a shotgun.
No.
A whiskey.
I do not know of anything else named Moss at the time I picked the name out of the impossible to find baby book. I haven't found it since. Baby name book.
Oh, my daughter's got a name she's going to have to spell for people the rest of her life. Talisa. She's welcome.
You call her Tala for short?
Some people call her T. People, the first time they hear it, they say, "Oh, has that got one of those? What do they call that Irish little thing that they? Because it is an Irish name, but it's more of a phonetic spelling of it."
I'm looking at IT Crowd on Wikipedia. Apparently, there wasn't a season 5. There was a special episode that was like more than 3 years after the end of season 4.
It's given the season number so that, like, stuff like Plex and Jellyfin and that can scrape the data properly.
Because let me tell you, there are some shows where, they've only had specials for like the last 10 years now. Mrs. Brown's Boys.
They're still having psych movies.
Mrs. Brown's Boys. And yeah, it makes it really, really difficult to get them in the correct location in
Call the Midwife
Plex.
They have a Christmas special that comes out, and it always gets put with the wrong season, and it.
Well, the Doctor Who Christmas specials usually get listed as 0, but the problem is they also usually have a New Year's special, which can also get listed as 0.
Yeah.
Linehan has said there are certain IT Crowd characters he'd like to explore in future spin-off style specials, particularly Matt Berry's character Douglas. In a 2014 interview, Linehan said he had a half-formed idea about expanding on the Douglas character, but that with Matt Berry busy with his series Toast of London, Linehan would need to pounce when he's taking a rest. Linehan has also discussed reprising Benedict Wong's character Prime from the episode Final Countdown. Wong said he would be thrilled if Prime got its own series, joking that it could be called Prime Time.
Let me try my Brio
All
on
right,
here
so
and
have
see
we
if they.
figured out a topic?
Did you
I
like
would
my
like
idea?
What was your idea? Logitech
The
mice?
well, I wonder if they fixed the little green blinking because I'm using my Brio right now and it doesn't seem to be blinking. Anyway, like talking about coming on the podcast, make it kind of a drum up enthusiasm for
Well, I'm not
coming
sure
and
my
being a
story
host.
would. I'm not sure my story would work because I was bugging Jupiter to have a podcast on desktop Linux, and they kept pushing me off. And then I heard that mintCast wanted hosts, and I'd never even listened to mintCast. But if they wanted a host, I was waiting to do a host.
So Jupiter is he's got to make money off of those podcasts. So he's gonna do shows that bring in the most ad supported revenue, I think.
Well,
And
they
that's
had
not a
done.
criticism. That's
They
that's
had
just a
started a
reality.
series on desktop Linux, but it was him and Noah, and neither one of them know what a new user is about.
It is not green. Oh, there it did it. Yep. All right.
Ah, got a
That's
flashlight.
me
Yep.
back to my. Oops.
Back to your oops.
Back to my other camera.
Okay.
Got to have two cameras hooked up here. Just
So, like, my idea was to have someone that really still knows what desktop Linux is about for a new or average user coming over from Windows, and they didn't want to do that.
I think there's this group of people that gets tired of that subject or something. I guess I don't know. But,
Well, the
well,
problem is there are so many desktops and so many implementations of the desktops. So you'd have to say this is what desktop Linux is like on Mate.
I've never believed that was a problem. I still don't. I think that that's just the reason you have because the people that think that's a problem are the people that believe that people should be the same people that make a distribution should be contributing back to the distributions that already exist. And the reality of that is that that might not be their skill set. You to be able to take a distribution and add a few tools to it and restyle it a certain way and then just redistribute that yourself is not anywhere near the same thing as being able to contribute code.
Hey,
You know,
Marco. Um, Red Dwarf is one of my all-time favorite shows. Just so you're aware.
Although, yeah, I love Red Dwarf. I think the last season was maybe forgettable, but
Yeah, I keep hoping they'll do another one. And are you talking about the movie with the cat people?
I think I've seen that, but I don't much remember it.
Yeah,
well, I got to get off
it's
here,
on my
kids.
Plex. Yeah, we can talk about trying to convince people to come on and host.
Maybe do some origin stories. Maybe talk about
What you need to
how
get set up.
it's
I really think they could have handled Cat better. I mean, if he was a multiple lines of evolution from the original Cat, where are the other cats?
That they did explore that. They did explore that. They sent them all off into space. That was like the first episode they talk about it, and then
So
uh,
Cat was just too stupid to catch the plane or something?
no, he was too
I gotta
young,
go,
and
guys. I'll
then
see you later.
well, and
Bye.
yeah, he was too young, and his mom was pregnant with him, not all that bright, and his dad like ate his own feet or something. It's been a while since I watched that particular episode,
Yeah.
but yeah, Born to the Idiot and the Cripple. That's what it was. And there are
Mm.
12 seasons of Red Dwarf, not 9, and I do think the new ones are good. I was not a fan of Back to Earth, but 10, 11, and 12 I did enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, I was not a fan of Back to Earth. I'm not sure I've seen later ones. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
no,
whole thing, there was just too much. The problem is the ship was so damn big that it was too big to explore with that small of a cast.
yeah, and then there was the movie.
Okay, well, I'll check that out if I can figure out what I'm doing. I'm an idiot.
Red Dwarf: The Promised Land from 2020. It's on my Plex.
Well, Suzanne does not understand Red Dwarf, so I don't get to watch it with her.
Jackie doesn't like watching Red Dwarf with me. The kids love watching Red Dwarf with me.
All right. Well, is that what we're doing then? Talking about our
Yeah.
trying to talk people into joining the cast?
Yeah. Yeah, the quarantine episode is pretty cool. The one where Rimmer goes insane. Yes, the hologrammatic virus.
Goes insane?
More insane.
Yeah.
And starts shooting laser beams out of his eyes.
Oh, fun. Holly couldn't do anything about that?
Um, no, evidently not. And then that's the one thing about like 10 and 11 and 12, and you don't get Holly at all, except for like the final part, I think, of the movie that I was talking about. You see him for a couple of seconds.
Okay, well, the idea of how stupid Holly is as this multiple gigantic brain computer is part of the fun.
With the 6,000 IQ.
Yeah, meaning the IQ of 6,000 individuals at 100.
Of 6,000 PE teachers.
All right, Joe.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Later.